Welcome to the Mayor's Weekly Press Conference. The Mayor cannot be here. He's actually up in a meeting. He's in the building, but he's in a meeting in his office. So I'll be hosting today. My name is Saul Allen, Deputy Director, Public Works, Streets Department in particular. We'll go ahead and get started. First on the list, I have LPD introductions of new officers.
This is a first one for me. I guess I should start by saying good morning to everyone. But this is a first for me in terms of having this many new officers to introduce at one time. It is not anything that I certainly can recall having this many. And actually, we have one that's missing here today that is not able to be here because she is actually attending the final stages of her police academy training out at Rhodes State University. That actually leaves us even, I guess, a little bit more room up here, which is a good thing. But on Monday, June 29th at 11 o'clock in the morning, 5 new Lima police officers were sworn in by Judge Tammy Hirsch in Lima Municipal Court. These 5 new officers will be attending the Ohio State Highway Patrol Training Academy beginning August 17th of this year. And those new officers are as follows. Nathan Freed, who is a product of Elida, Ohio, having graduated from Elida High School. Mr. Freed attended the OSU Lima and Rhodes State College. He's a member of the United States, was a member of the United States Air Force for 6 years. Before his employment with the police department, he worked in construction and retail. Joshua Burbacher, a product of Lima, Ohio, having graduated from Shawnee High School in 2002. He was an active member of the United States Marine Corps and reserves from 2002 to 2011. I will have to tell you that, again, anytime we have a Marine veteran, having served in the Marine Corps myself, that is actually something I especially like to see. But I do want to just go on the record of saying I appreciate all of our veteran service, not just the Marines. But he has a Bachelor of Arts degree in history from the Ohio State University. He is married, and before his employment with LPD, he worked a government security protection detail for the State Department, and he also worked for C&G Distributing. Rachel Scott is a product of Wapakoneta, Ohio, having graduated from Wapak High School in 2008. Ms. Scott attended the University of Tennessee in Chattanooga. Before her employment with the Lima Police Department, she worked as an intern and co-contractor for the manufacturing co-contractor for the manufacturing engineers of a tow truck company. Brandon Stevenson, a product of Lima, Ohio, having graduated from Shawnee High School in 2009. Mr. Stevenson was an active member of the United States Army from 2009 until 2014. He is currently active with the Army Reserves. He and his wife are the proud parents of a son, and before his employment with the Lima Police Department, he worked as an active duty Army Military Police and Drug Suppression Team investigator. Caitlin Weedman, she is from Findlay, Ohio, and graduated from Arlington High School in 2012. She has a Bachelor's of Arts degree in Criminal Justice from the University of Findlay. She worked for the Hancock County Sheriff's Office as a correction officer and reserve deputy before her employment with the Lima Police Department. Then on July 13th of 2015 at 11:30 a.m., an additional 5 new officers were sworn in for the Lima Police Department by Judge Tammy Hirsch in Lima Municipal Court. And these officers are as follows. Kevin Akeson, and if I get any of these last names wrong, I'm going to apologize. But Kevin Akeson, a product of Lima, Ohio, having graduated from Allen East High School in 2003. He attended Rhodes State College. Nicholas Gruber is a product of Lima, having graduated from Elida High School in 2006, attended Rhodes State College. He is married, and before his employment with LPD, he worked for the Waynesfield Police Department and the Ohio Northern University. Austin Michael. Mr. Michael is from Findlay, Ohio, graduated from Corey Rawson High School in 2010. Mr. Michael attended the University of Findlay and has a Bachelor of Arts degree in Criminal Justice. Blake Van Vorst, a product of Lima, Ohio, having graduated from Bath High School in 2012. Mr. Van Vorst attended Rhodes State College to obtain his degree in Criminal Justice, and before his employment with the Lima Police Department, worked for Lima Tent Company. And lastly, the officer who is not able to be here this morning, Brittany Wyrick, is from Salina, Ohio, and graduated from Salina High School in 2011. Ms. Wyrick has an associate's degree in law enforcement from Rhodes State College. She received a Bachelor of Arts degree in criminal justice from the University of Cincinnati, where she also minored in forensics population. She worked for the UNOH campus security and Lima Sporting Goods before her employment with the Lima Police Department. So as you can see by the varying levels of experience and education, we have an incredible group of young people that we have just brought on as Lima police officers. And I will tell you from just the overall group, it is one of the best that I've seen in the years that I've been involved in the hiring process for the police department. And so again, in spite of the times that we're in and some of the negativity out there against law enforcement, we have a group of young people that have decided to dedicate themselves to this profession, and even more importantly, dedicate themselves to this community to make this community a better place. And so I just would like to ask each of you to join me now in congratulating them on their accomplishments at this point. Now, and Major Baker, did they choose a spokesperson? Yes, they did. Rather than having 10, or even in this case 9 people stand up here and speak one at a time, who is the spokesperson?
Me, sir.
All right. You drew the short straw.
Yes, sir. I'd just like to thank you for having us here. Thank the mayor, even though he can't be here, and the chief. Getting to know these guys over the last couple of weeks, it's been really nice to see their hearts and their attitudes, and I can speak for all of them to say that we're all proud to be here and we're thankful, and it's been a long road coming here. It's going to be a long road ahead, and we're just glad to be here and serve Lima. So, thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, Chief, and thank you and welcome to the new officers. Next, I have LACCA, down payment assistant with Veronica, McLauren, and Superior.
This morning, first of all, congratulations to all the new officers, and it looks like you have a fine group, and we saw the group come in, it's like, what's all these young people doing here, and it's like, looks like a fine group, and I look forward to seeing them service the city well, so again, I'm glad to see them here. This morning, though, Superior, about a year and a half ago, we started a foundation, and the foundation is really focused on helping our local community and our region in different ways that the credit union has prospered, but is another way for us to give back to those in our area. And one of the things that Superior has done very well is that we've been very good at mortgage lending, and we've helped a lot of members educate them on how to save money, been able to get them into their house properly. We've done it in a consumer-friendly way. We take a lot of pride in that. At the same time, I think at the end of the day, we've made our community better from the way that we've approached a product that nationally sometimes has got bad news or bad reviews, but locally we've done, I think, a shining example about how to do it right. One of the things that we recognize more than anything is that when it comes to having a mortgage, the tough thing about it for anybody starting out is that down payment. I know my wife and I started out, we saved just to get the money for the down payment. Those days haven't changed since we did that 20 years ago. There's still that hurdle that individuals need to get over today. At the same time, it's very important that we have some counseling and some education on the front side, knowing what the responsibility is when you have that mortgage. Our lending staff tries to do a good job educating the member on what's the best product when they come and prepare them for the goals that they want to achieve. But at the same time, it's very important to us that we have a partner who can help with some education on the front side. With the Superior Foundation, what we've done working with LACCA, we have set aside $60,000 that we're donating to LACCA that they will be able to use for first-time homebuyer assistance. With that, individuals will get some education through LACCA. LACCA will certify them, will distribute those funds to the individuals, and then they can go choose their lender as far as purchasing their house. But again, helping individuals who's wanting to work at it, trying to get start a life where they're having their own home, we're trying to help make that possible. So with that, LACCA, we want to approach you with $60,000.
Thank you. Thank you. Hi, I'm Jackie Fox, and I'm the Chief Executive Officer of Lima Allen Council on Community Affairs, also known as LACCA. And we have been doing home ownership for about 15 years in Allen County. Up until a few years ago, we were able to provide homeownership activities outside of the city of Lima, but we lost funding due to budget cuts at the state level. So we have only been operating within the city limits for our homeownership programs. However, we've been very successful. More than 500, I think we're nearing 600 people have purchased homes by going through taking our classes and receiving down payment assistance. And of those folks, 96% of those households still own their home. So we are very proud that we can educate the potential homeowner on their responsibilities and make sure they get into a loan that is good for them, that they can afford, that keeps their housing costs below 30%. So we are very pleased to partner with Superior, that they are funding us for a down payment assistance program. It effectively restores the funding cuts that we received for outside of the city of Lima. And we'll be able to provide down payment assistance for those folks that live outside of the city of Lima in Allen County and in Auglaize County and in Mercer County. So in fact, it's an expansion of the program. Veronica McLauren is our Community Development Director. She oversees the program, and she's going to talk to you a little bit more about the details. Thank you.
I am Veronica McLauren, and I'm going to talk to you about the number of households that we're going to be serving and some of the eligibility factors that they are going to have to meet. We'll serve 15 households with down payment assistance. Eligible participants must live outside of the city of Lima in Allen County. Also, they can live in Auglaize and Mercer counties. These individuals must have a credit score of at least 620, an annual income of at least $12,000. And that's not that bad because they could be below or at 80% of area median income, so that's pretty good. These individuals will be eligible for up to $4,000 in down payment assistance. And participants, we're making sure that their housing costs, their total housing costs, does not exceed 30% of their total household income. So we don't want to set them up for failure. The house must pass an inspection by a licensed inspector. And these individuals, if they're interested, can contact Heather Hedrick at LACCA, and the number is 419-227-0158, extension 122. Thank you.
We've done this before, and I'm too short. Let's switch places with you, Veronica.
Hold it up for 2 seconds, guys, so I get the place.
I'm stepping out then.
Oh, there you guys, you did great. Keep smiling, feel awkward again. I was on the wrong side of it. You're doing good, doing good. Okay, not that I'm orchestrating anything, but shake hands now.
Thank you.
Thanks so much.
I appreciate all the good work you guys do. I would say when they say a 96% success rate, I think we financed a lot of those homes out in LACCA, and I don't think we've ever had any problems with any of them. So I think the education going in on the front side is so critical, and
Thank
it
you.
works well.
Thank you. This is lovely.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Quick issue of my own for the street department. This week we'll be completing our original list of alleys to be maintained, stoning and grading of the 500-plus alleys that we have, stone alleys that we have in the city. One issue that we do have with all the rain that we've had, we're going to say at least a half to two-thirds of the work we've done has all been washed out. So the city of Lima will be going back out to redo quite a few alleys. I'm going to say probably close to 300 alleys of the 500 plus that we've had to do. We're going to be back out having to rework. So that work will be taking place over the next month, month and a half. Also, a quick reminder, I always want to put out there at this time of year with the heavy rains we had, as far as catch basins, making sure that residents keep catch basins clean of grass, debris, 5,000 plus catch basins in the city of Lima. We've had quite a few issues, and I'll still say, you know, more than half the issues we have are just the catch basins being covered on the top. A lot of times we'll go out, take the top grass, limbs, debris, whatever, off those catch basins, and they're drained. So I always want to put that reminder. Biggest thing is grass. It really is. If you can discharge your grass back into your yard, not into the street, that would be very helpful. Even when they get plugged down in them, down in the catch basins themselves, the issue is usually, you know, we go out with the Vector and we're taking grass out of them. So I just want to put that reminder out to the residents. Last but definitely not least, you have BA fan for seniors with Sherry O'Neill, Baton Rouge. And Carol?
Hi, good morning. My name is Carol Fischbach with Baton Rouge. I'm the admissions marketing coordinator there. Baton Rouge Health Services Community announces the 7th annual BA Fan for Senior Program. The program is to support area seniors in obtaining cooling options during these hot summer months. Partners are Baton Rouge Health Services Community, Lima Locos, De Havens, and John P. Timmerman Company. Seniors need to be at least 60 years and above in need of assistance. The program will provide a free fan to them, to those in need through the generous donations of area residents. Donations of the fans or monetary donations may be dropped off at De Havens at 775 Shawnee Road, Lima, Ohio, 45805, Baton Rouge Health Services Community of Lima at 2440 Baton Rouge Avenue, Lima, or at the home Lima Locos baseball games. Monetary donations may also be mailed to Baton Rouge to the attention of the BA Fan for Senior Programs. John P. Timmerman's role in the program is to offer a free trip and assessment to seniors who have air conditioning but are experiencing some problems. After the assessment is done, it will be presented to the senior with an affordable repair service option. Seniors in need of a free fan or an assessment of their air conditioner may call 419-331-CARE or 2273, and a representative will assist them. General information will be requested, and a registered nurse from Baton Rouge Home Health Services Systems of Lima, Allen County will arrange for a visit to the senior home for a free assessment. For more information on the BA Fan for seniors, please call Sherry O'Neill at 419-331-CARE, which is 2273. Thank you.
Well, I'd like to thank everyone for coming. I have nothing further to say, which is actually a good thing. We will now break down for individual interviews. Thank you.